Hello everyone, how have you all been? So up until now, all I have been uploading is Korean drama content. So this video sorts of marks the official start of my Chinese drama releases. A bit about the reason for foraying into Chinese dramas. Well, honestly, Korean dramas sometimes have those rough years where they hardly produce any dramas with a perfect combination of storyline, actor chemistry, and well put together scenes. So I sort of went adrift and it was almost natural. That's funny, isn't it? So welcome back to my channel. This is Dramazing Night and I am giving the top 6 favorite Chinese historical dramas of mine for the year 2024. Occupying the 6th position is The Legend of Shen Li, where Zhao Liying takes on the titular role of Shen Li or Lord Feixiang, the Lord of the Immortal Realm, who fiercely battles against evil in this fantasy drama. Opposite her is Gengxin, and he plays a dual role of Xing Yun and Xing Yun. One is a mortal with no spiritual power who lives till his old age and passes away naturally, and the other is an ancient god with unmatched power in all the 3 realms, who is the last surviving ancient god, burdened with the heavy responsibility to persevere for the sake of sustaining the peace of all living beings. Both the characters are alter egos of each other. As with any typical Chinese drama, gods descend from the divine realm to the mortal realm to face tribulations from time immemorial. The drama revolves around the leads and is focused on the romantic journey transpiring between the 3 realms. That's most of what Legend of Shen Li actually is for. A powerful god from the immortal realm is forced to sacrifice her personal interests for the greater good of all living beings. When a marriage alliance is formed between the grandson of the heavenly lord, Lord Feixiang, and Lord Feixiang, aka Shen Li, at first she tries to escape her fate by getting injured and going back to her original form of a phoenix. Almost it was a chicken basically, by descending the mortal realm, only to be rescued by the one who approved of her wedding. The ancient god in mortal form, Zhang himself. Even he would not have known that in the future they would develop mutual affections for each other and be at the center of chaos. Now, about Chinese dramas, one thing is which is totally a deal breaker for me is when the transition between episodes gets disrupted, which often happens, and I have to discontinue halfway watching a drama just because of it. So, although Legend of Shen Li appears in this list, the storyline was good, but it was nothing extraordinary. The male lead did a good job at acting and showcasing chemistry than Zhao Liying. And surprisingly, Zhao Liying chose to do voice dubbing instead, and in many scenes, the dialogue delivery was off track, which was honestly annoying to watch. The chemistry between the leads kept going on and off, so that was also a big turn-off. But overall, the flow of story, the special effects, the action scenes were all well executed. And I would definitely say it's worth a watch. Now coming to number 5 is The Rise of Ning, starring Zhang Yi as Luo Shen Yuan and Ren Ming as Luo Yi Ning. Luo Shen Yuan is the illegitimate son of the Luo family, who has been treated as if he doesn't exist in his own family due to his father's dislike of him regarding his status. And Luo Yi Ning, on the other hand, is the legitimate heiress of the Luo family, who, even being the official daughter, was actually treated unfairly and unjustly by her father since childhood. Xing Yun is referred to as the 3rd brother and Yi Ning as the 7th miss in the whole drama. Now, the storyline here is a relatively simple one, as the Luo family, which was once a revered family hailed by the emperor himself, is lost in favor and have become relatively weak. The previous head of the Luo family held a high reputation and was known to stand for justice. The old madam of the house, who is Yi Ning's and Shen Yuan's grandmother, still exerts some face-saving reputation and fondly brings up Yi Ning under her wings. After being sent out to live in the Yeo villa away from all the main house turmoil for many years, Yi Ning finally returns to the capital city on her grandmother's 60th birthday, and the story sort of kickstarts from there. Shen Yuan has many secrets which he keeps hidden, where in his childhood he wasn't exactly allowed to study with his brothers. as his father was wary of his status. In this way, Shen Yuan meets his teacher who changes his life. Due to some political upheaval, Shen Yuan's teacher is falsely accused of treachery, and hence himself along with all his disciples are ridiculed and branded as traitors and sent to exile. To fight the prejudice, Shen Yuan single-handedly tries to find clues and in this process forms a close relationship with his seventh sister, whom he used to already cherish since childhood and was quite fond of her. The chemistry between the leads is difficult to miss, and it was one of the reasons why I stuck on to the very end of this drama, as it was just fun to watch. In the process of uncovering secrets and undoing injustice, it comes to light that the seventh Miss Yi Ning is not the actual daughter of the Luo household and was conceived only after her mother had divorced the current head of the Luo family. Yi Ning is found to be the child of Duke Ying, who comes from a military family of highest prestige. Later, the characters develop feelings for each other, and in the end, it comes as a happy ending story where everything falls into place without many losses. One thing I forgot to mention is that the second lead, Feixiang, who plays the role Zhu Zia Zhu, he does appear as a supporting character in many Chinese dramas, but I have not seen him as the main lead in any drama until now. Well, he certainly adds a bit of spice to Rise of Ning, as his performance has been a highlight as a Marquis who falls for Yi Ning and is involved in a love triangle with Yi Ning and himself. Even like this can be considered as a light-hearted watch, and this 40-episode drama is definitely a good watch. Now, the next two positions come at a tie, and for the sake of choosing, I ended up at the number 4 position is occupied by the drama The Double, starring Wu Jinyan as Jing Li, aka Yu Fangfei, and Wang Ziyu as Yo Heng, aka Duke Su. It's a fresh story right from the first episode itself, proving to be filled with excitement and suspense. When you have been watching so many dramas, the first 2 episodes usually paves the way for how the drama actually is going to land up being a success or a failure. The Double is an enthralling Chinese drama that explores the themes of identity, loyalty, and the delicate balance of power in a world steeped in political intrigue and personal ambition. At its heart are two men from opposite ends of society whose lives become inextricably linked by an extraordinary twist of fate. They are exact doubles of each other. One is a low-ranking soldier, a man of humble origins who has endured a life of hardship and struggle to find his place in a world that overlooks him. The other is a brilliant but enigmatic aristocrat, a figure of wealth and influence, ensnared in a web of dangerous conspiracies and power plays. When their paths cross, their identical appearances force them into a reluctant alliance. To protect their own secrets and pursue their goals, they exchange identities, setting off a chain of events that literally shakes the foundation of their world. As the soldier takes on the role of the aristocrat, he must navigate the treacherous waters of court life, unravel hidden conspiracies, and outmaneuver ruthless enemies, all while hiding his true personality and identity. At the same time, the aristocrat uses the soldier's anonymity to immerse himself in the struggles of common people, uncovering hidden truths about the realm's injustices and shadows threatening throne. Their dual existence soon reveals truths about their past that neither were prepared to face, exposing a connection far deeper than mere resemblance. As they delve deeper into their respective roles, they face growing dangers and realization that their actions could alter the fate of the kingdom. Along the way, they grapple with questions of who they truly are, what they stand for, and whether the roles they play will consume the men they once were. With this intricate plot, complex characters, and emotionally charged twists, The Double masterfully combines suspense, drama, and intrigue. It is a tale of sacrifice, justice, and the duality of human nature, where nothing is as it seems and every choice comes at a price. It's definitely a worthy drama to put into your list if you already haven't watched it yet. The acting, the storytelling, the costumes, the flow, everything was spot on. I would highly recommend it. Now, closing down on the podium finishes. At number 3, we have The Princess Royal, starring Zhao Jinmei as powerful princess regent of the great Xia dynasty Liying, and Zhang Ling as the overtly ambitious Prime Minister Pei Wen-zuan. They are forced to get into a forced marriage for political reasons. The story revolves slowly around the development of their complex relationship, which is actually transactional, with Liying using Pei Wen-yuan's family background to avoid disaster, and Pei Wen-zuan using Liying's identity as princess to establish himself. The story deepens within the first few minutes of the first episode, where the leads pass away and end up in their young bodies to when they were 18 years old. They realize that they have somehow ended up going back in time when they were not tied down to each other by the marriage. They try their level best to avoid getting into the marriage again. In this drama, the second leads also play a good role and are worth mentioning, as their ties with the main leads are inseparable. Not to mention Chen He-yi's portrayal of Su Rongying, Princess Liying's love interest, ends up betraying her, as we learn later in the story. Despite trying best not to let history repeat itself, both the leads learn that the feelings of hate which existed in the past were actually laced with a hidden, suppressed love, which made it difficult to ignore each other in their young age. In the end, they choose to face all the troubles hand in hand and end up together, learning to keep their feelings of love alive at the second chance of life that they got. This time around, on the whole, acting-wise, story-wise, execution-wise, flow-wise, this is one of my most favorite dramas of this year. I wouldn't mind watching it in a rerun a few times over, and that's definitely a credit I would highly recommend. This year maybe has been Wu Jinyan's year, as in the top 6 dramas, 2 of her dramas are in my list. Yes, she definitely knows her art. I am a big fan. She has always had amazing chemistry with all her male leads, and unless you are a fine-ass actor, that's difficult to achieve. Narrowing down my top 2 picks of historical dramas for 2024, Kill Me, Love Me occupies the runners-up position. The leads, Liu Zhuzi, plays the role of the detested Prince Murong Jin He of Great Yang, who holds a bad reputation of burning the city of Xingzhou to the ground while defending the city against conspirators. Wu Jinyan, on the other hand, portrays the role of Mei Lin, an orphan who seeks nothing more than revenge against the forces who conspired to destroy her hometown, Xingzhou. She is recruited by the Shadow Works, who exploit her determination for revenge and build her into one of the most feared, skilled assassins the world has ever seen. The story revolves around how Mei Lin is made to undergo one mission after another to sustain her life, with the Master of Shadow Works keeping her as his prized pawn. The leads end up developing romantic feelings towards each other, and it is revealed that Prince Murong Jin He, who appears to be carefree and cruel, was falsely accused, and to put on a show, he makes sure people form wrong opinions of him, so he can smoothly investigate from behind the scenes as to what exactly happened in Xingzhou under his watch those many years ago. The story development, the execution, the chemistry between the leads is electrifying. Costumes, sets, creativity, all I would say deserve 100 on 100. I would definitely recommend this to you if you haven't already watched this yet. Squaring in on the golden number 1, the best drama of the year. This was an absolute surprise for me. I am a thorough Alan Brent fan, but Love of Nirvana left me speechless. The leads are played by Ren Jialun, who stars as Commander Wei Zhao, aka Zhao Wuzia of Liang Kingdom. For the female lead, Landy Li plays the role of Xiang Si, a young and mischievous wanderer who gets drawn into an unexpected assassination attempt and crosses paths with powerful figures like Wei Zhao and Feixiang. Feixiang is a role played by Jeremy Su, who is the descendant of prestigious Pei family and is in line to become the Prime Minister. In what starts with an unexpected encounter, quickly develops into a foray into complex relationships, with each male lead carrying huge burdens and responsibilities. And Zhang, who led a carefree life in the mountains, become a pawn to be used by Wei Zhao and Feixiang for their selfish benefit at every beck and call of the way. What makes this my top pick is the list is because of the suspense and plot twist in every episode. Every episode was equally intense and would leave you guessing as to how the drama would progress from one point in one episode to the next in the corresponding episode. The scriptwriters have truly done a marvelous job into translating the original novel into such an epic drama. All hearts. I would put this drama into one of the best C-dramas to have been made till date. Trust me on this. Before this was scheduled to be released, people were anticipating that the story would unfold like that of the Chinese drama One and Only, as the posters from Love of Nirvana look similar to Alan Rent's character in One and Only. But story-wise, this has topped his previous works. From chemistry to costumes to execution, my god, I think it's been a long time since I have not skipped a single second of any episode. I think Love of Nirvana is one of the best Asian dramas ever made, and I am not even joking. I would give it an infinity rating. I don't want to give any spoiler for this one and would urge you to put all the dramas which you have been watching on hold and jump onto this. My god, love this so much. Writing this has made me want to rewatch it again. That is funny, as I watched this twice already, back to back, and still can't get enough of it. I'm definitely going to make a series of videos on Love of Nirvana as it has made me so excited. Like literally this hasn't happened in a while. That's all for now. Let me know if you have watched any from my top 6 already. And if you want to add a few to the list of the best Chinese dramas to be released this year, leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Who knows? Maybe as we approach the end of the year, I might have missed on some good releases. This was a long video indeed. Thank you for watching and I shall see you next time. Till then, this is Dramazing Night. Stay tuned for more updates. See you for now.